But Margaret is offered another chance by one of the protesters.
How many poor innocent people have died on the streets this year in the hands of you Americans?
Margaret is offered another chance by one of the protesters.
How many poor innocent people have died on the streets this year in the hands of you Americans?
Margaret is offered another chance by one of the protesters.
How many poor innocent people have died on the streets this year?
If Margaret had been a better person, she would also try and until now I was holding tight. In fact, she was travelling, she didn't fit the time. If Margaret had been a better person, she would also try and until now I was holding tight. In fact, she was travelling, she didn't fit the time. If Margaret had been a better person, she would also try and until now I was holding tight.
Closer to get to the pump.
In fact, she was travelling, she didn't fit the time. If Margaret had been a better person, she would also try and until now I was holding tight.
Closer to get to the pump.
In fact, she was travelling, she didn't fit the time. If Margaret had been a better person, she would also try and until now
Closer to get to the pump. From the locals about the latest unauthorised encampment.
Residents are very vigilant and they keep me abreast of what's going on, probably 24/7. Unfortunately, we have an unauthorised encampment on the south side, on the southern common. As we can see, there's a lot of tyre tracks that have literally driven onto the common, so they're ruining the common for everybody else.
Joanna visits each encampment to document their scale.
There are about, this time, about a dozen. I can't see any rubbish. Hopefully no clean-up costs here, or not extreme. There will be costs, not just financial, to the actual common.
But as she prepares to leave, she is flagged by a car.
They crashed my car over there. Even look on the bump on the front, it's a scratch. I don't know who done, but it's happened today.
Will you be reporting to the police? Because if
yes, I'm going to report this because look,
please do report.
That's right.
And as they're talking, another car pulls up.
The driver's door and my wing mirror's all been hit. It was alright this morning though when I parked out. The first thing I do before I get out is check and make sure the car and stuff's okay. So I reckon it'll probably be where they're turning maybe the caravan around. So I'm going to be the one that's have to pay out for it. It's frustrating, isn't it? It's annoying.
Unfortunately, antisocial behaviour is experienced by many, whether it's residents or visitors like the gentleman we just spoke, who innocently parked his car because he works nearby and he comes back to a scratched vehicle.
Though there is no proof it was anyone from this encampment, Joanna is keen to help her residents.
I'm quite passionate about making sure my residents are safe and secure in their homes and without a fear of crime.
With that in mind, Joanna has started a petition to drum up local support for her injunction.
I didn't see any other elected colleague from any party doing anything, so I thought, let me do this. I sort of had to take it into my own hands.
And in only a matter of weeks, it's overflowing with signatures.
Over 1,500 residents of Ealing Borough have signed. Now I can actually present the petition to full council to hopefully get the request to have an injunction against such encampments passed.
Someone else hoping to get the locals on side is English traveller Tony.
I thought I'd pop round and see you. Just come in, say hello.
You looking well, mate?
How you doing?
He's visiting old friends Tony and Karen, who live next door to Tony's proposed new yard.
Sorry about all the grief what's going on at the minute with everything.
He wonders if they've heard anything from the other neighbours.
Somebody from the residents of the street are worried about it being an illegal gypsy caravan site.
It's got to be someone that doesn't know you.
I don't know, to be quite honest with you. Feels like somebody's got it in for me down
I
here.
think what it is, a lot of people don't know what you like, but we know you from 6-7 years ago, and you've always been the same and you've been brilliant.
Oh, hopefully it'll get sorted.
I'm worried to death about it, but do you know what? I'm happy that you are my neighbours. I really am, because at least there's no pressure or animosity.
Come and show me what you've done down there, Tony.
Tony's neighbours don't want the land developed by anyone. They say it's for environmental concerns.
This is the enforcement letter. Upon hearing, consult the defendant. Don't know. We'll go through it later. I can't really read and it's embarrassing, isn't it? I was freestyling.
The court order means Tony's new chalet can no longer be delivered to this yard.
Yeah, the one I've got is a lot different than this one.
Really?
So it's stuck on the back of a lorry.
This would be brilliant for you, wouldn't it?
Yeah, little for the kids.
Though Tony has the support of next door, the other neighbours' complaints continue to surface.
I would like to know what's been ruffling their feathers so much, though. You haven't heard anything?
Yeah, I've heard actually.
What?
What they say, they try to get the chalet in,
Yeah.
but there was a car in the way. So you say it was bumped to the middle of the road, you know what I mean?
What, one of the people that live down the road?
Well, their car, so they say.
Their car?
Yeah, the woman wasn't very happy at all.
I wasn't here the day that it went in,
yeah.
so if
No,
I
I
would have
wasn't
been
here.
here, I would have
Yeah.
made sure that obviously no one would have had their car touched, definitely not. But thanks for telling me that anyway, because without knowing that, that could be the reason, one of the reasons
Maybe.
anyway.
But a car-related incident that Tony was present for was his failure to stop.
It'd be my luck, I'll be ended up back behind the bars. Let me, Tony! I can't take the pressure! I wonder what the sunbed shop's doing!
Back in Ireland, Irish traveller Bernard has come up with a way for traveller issues to be heard.
We're going to launch Vision.
He's running a traveller-specific TV channel, and today's launch day.
We're eager to get this thing up and running.
Bernard wants Margaret to speak first.
Basically, I'm coming to talk about my experience and the whole homeless issue and this government and everything else, like, so see how it goes. Hopefully it should be good. Hiya, Bernard.
Welcome. Get set up here we are now.
Margaret's going to be sat next to politicians and journalists.
Welcome to Vision.
All around the country, travellers are living in appalling conditions.
And now, everyone will hear Margaret.
There's children walking the streets day and night and not knowing where they're going to sleep. Now, that's not just travellers that's doing that. That's the whole, every homeless person in Dublin that's doing it. You're either going to live like this forever or you have to get up and talk.
Hopefully stay tuned, we'll be back to you guys very soon. Thank you very much.
I think it went okay. It's only a start, so hopefully it'll grow.
But TV stardom aside,
Somebody's ringing.
the call she's been waiting years for comes in.
So did I get it? When would you like me to come in? Wonderful. Thank you very much, Leanne. We have to go for an interview on a house on Monday. I think I got a house. I think so. Yeah. Well done. It's still only temporary, but actually not, isn't it?
Are you hopeful?
If she didn't want me to go in about it, she wouldn't have rang me, would she?
After years of moving each night and spending her days walking the streets with 7 children, Margaret could finally have a house of her own.
Yeah, I am hopeful. Very hopeful.
In Surrey, Simon and his family have gathered to pay their last respects to Mikey Connors. The family will be delivering Mikey to the church for a Catholic wake this evening, ahead of the funeral tomorrow. But first, the family are gathering for a procession around Mikey's field, a special place to him.
1,
These are his last moments at home. But before they leave, Simey has something special planned. He's swapping places with the hearse for one final lap of honour. And let's rip.
I was constantly being asked to speed up because the horse was catching up with me because I wasn't driving quick enough. I found it interesting, to say the least.
We're just celebrating his life, you know, his memory, you know.
The family have said their goodbyes, and the wake procession makes its way to the church, where huge numbers have already gathered outside. This